What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys have been doing amazing. I am so excited to be back. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy Nganga. Today I have such an exciting video for you guys. It's a look that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just didn't know how to execute it properly. But now that I'm feeling re-energized, I'm feeling like my creative juices are flowing better, today is the day we're going to do it. But before we get into all of that, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I post a video. So let's go right on ahead and start this video. So we're going to be starting with the brows, and I'm going to be brushing them out using my spoolie brush. Then I'm going to fill them in using my Davis pencil. This is in the shade number 3. I think this is like the darkest shade out there, so I'm just going to lightly shade them. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my brow. I've really been loving the way my brows are looking because I've been growing them out, so they're not as hard as they used to be to fill in. I just use those very light strokes to fill them in using the pencil, and then I clean them out. I also don't even stress myself too much because at the end of the day they don't need to be twins, they don't need to be sisters, they just need to be cousins. And as long as you're following the natural shape of the brow, then they should be okay. So I'm now just cleaning them out and carving them out a bit using a bit of concealer. I'm using the Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I love using that Pro Concealer because it's pretty close to my foundation shade. I think I can actually use it as a foundation shade, so it's not hard to blend. It doesn't leave any like harsh lines or anything like that. So yeah, once I'm done with that, I am able to move on to the rest of my eyes. Now that that's done, I'm just going to move on to the face, and today I'm going to be using a different palette. I'm going to be using this palette. It's the Rude Cosmetics Cest Fantastique. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, Cest Rude Cosmetics palette for today's look. I love this palette because it has some really bright colors, and most importantly, it has a mirror. I did not have a palette that had a mirror before I got this one, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going to start with my first color. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names because they're written in French, I think, and I cannot pronounce most of them. So I'm just going to show you guys the colors that I'm going to use, and I'm going to write the names on the screen. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with my first color. For my outer crease, I'm going to first of all prime my eyes. I had forgotten to do that. Has it really been that long, you guys? So I'm just going in with a bit of eye primer just to make sure my eyeshadow pops. This is the NYX eyeshadow primer. I use it all the time. So I'm going to go in with my first color. As you can see, it looks red, but when you look at it on the palette, it actually looks darker and more burgundy, and that's what I thought I would get. But you know, it looks brighter than I would have wanted it to be, but I figured I was going to work with it anyway because I can just add a darker color to achieve the burgundy color I was going for. So I'm just using a blending brush, an eyeshadow blending brush, to blend that all over my eyelid. I just wanted this to be a very blended look, so I'm just going to take my time packing on the color as I blend it out. I found that the eyeshadows on this palette are very blendable. I like that a lot, and there's no fallout. Like, I was literally dipping my brush into the palette and I was not even getting rid of any excess, and as you can see, there's no fallout. So yay to that. I really love that. The matte eyeshadows are also pretty pigmented, so that's also another thing to note, which is obviously a good thing. I'm now going in with that orangey color, and I'm going to use that to blend out any harsh lines on that red color before I go in with my second color. I'm now going to go in with that darker shade. It's actually another burgundy color, and they look pretty similar, but this one is actually darker than the first one that I had used. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to pack it on top of this other brighter color just to make it dark, just to make it stand out a bit more, make it more burgundy, because what I was going for is a burgundy look. Yeah, I had to go back and forth quite a bit of time between the colors just to be able to achieve the look I was going for. But you know, it's normally just like that. You just have to be patient, just take your time with the blending for you to be able to achieve the look you're going for. So I'm now going to take my lash glue, that's the one I'm using, that's the Kiss lash glue, and using an eyeliner brush, I'm going to apply that in the exact area, in the exact place where I'm going to be adding the loose glitter. The reason I decided to use the eyeliner brush is because I just wanted to be so precise. I don't have a lot of lid space, and what I noticed is that when I used my finger, the glitter was all over the place and it was messy. And even though this does take quite a bit of time, I just prefer to do this because the result is so much better and I'm able to get exactly what I'm going for. I'm just popping that glitter on as I'm doing. I just love the way it's turning out. I'm just going to do a wing liner, and then I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and I'm going to come on here and show you guys as I do my under eye. Moving on to my under eye, I'm going to use that flat brush to apply this purple color that I'm showing you guys from the palette. I just figured that this purple color would be a really nice pop of color and it would blend really well with this whole look. So I'm just blending that all over my lower waterline, and then I'm just going to add eyeliner, a little bit of lower lash mascara, just to finish off the look. I'm now going to prime my face using the Stay Matte Rimmel London primer. This primer is really good and it's very mattifying, so if you have oily skin, it's definitely a primer that you will love. I'm just massaging that into my skin before I go in with foundation. Or I decided to color correct a bit just to, you know, make sure the look is really flawless. I was really into it. I was really in the mood to do the most today. I don't always color correct actually, but yeah, let's do that today. I'm just blending that out using my sponge, and then I'm just going to set everything using my LA Girl not pro concealer, that's the press powder in the shade, I think classic tan. I think it's classic tan. So I normally apply that powder before I go in with foundation, just as I've done. I'm now applying foundation. That's my Revlon Colorstay foundation that I always use, and I'm blending that out using a brush just for a more full coverage look for today with this, you know, bold eye makeup. The reason I use the powder before foundation is just to make sure my makeup lasts longer. If you have oily skin, this is a really good tip that I got from Jcat Beauty. She does it all the time, and what it does is that, you know, it prevents the oil from breaking down your foundation and the rest of your makeup. I'm now just blending out the concealer that I had applied under the eyes. I used the Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan and Fawn and just mixed them up a bit to make sure that, you know, I'm able to conceal, but at the same time I'm able to highlight my under eye. Then I'm blending that out using my sponge just to, you know, get fuller coverage. Also remember that you have to leave the concealer on for a bit, at least for 2 to 3 minutes at least. Just make sure that the concealer you're using is not one that dries fast, but even if it dries, you can just spray it with a mist or with a setting spray and then blend it out and it will still be okay. Once that's done, I'm just going to be using my black Opal powder to set everything. As I always do, I never bake around the under eyes, and it just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I do go in with a lot of powder and I feel like today is one of those days, and then other times I just use very minimal product. So I'm just pressing that into the skin. And then I'm just going to bake around my T-zone because I tend to get a bit oily around that area. So now moving on to bronzer, I decided to try out the shadows on this palette, and I used the exact same shade that I used as my first eyeshadow to bronze, because it had that red undertone, not too red but at the same time, you know, not too dark. So I used it and I really love the way it looks. Like I had said, this particular eyeshadow palette is, you know, very easy to blend, so it was not a problem at all. So I decided to contour my nose a bit with that darker eyeshadow, and I'm not doing it all the way down like I always do. I really loved the way this turned out. I think I'm going to be doing this moving forward. I'm not going to be contouring it all the way down. Yeah, so now that we are done with that, I'm now doing highlighter. I decided to try one of the shades from the palette, and yo, I was really surprised, and in a good way. So that's the shade I'm using. What I love about the shimmers from this palette is that they're not very heavy on glitter. So considering my skin is a bit textured, it doesn't show as much. Today I found that my makeup looked pretty flawless, even off camera, you know, even without the lights. It really looked flawless. So moving forward, I'll definitely be using these particular shadows as a highlight. Lastly, we're going to move on to the lips, and we're going to be using those two lipsticks. I'm going to start with that Colourpop dark brown color, applying it all over my lips, and then I'm going to go in with the lighter one, the light nude pink. It's not really light, it's just the nude pink lipstick that I always use, because I wanted to like come up with a nude brownish kind of lippy, and because I don't have one that's like that, I decided to mix them up, and the results were really amazing. So I'm just going to do that. Let me blend them together, and then I'm going to show you guys how it looks. I'm also going to go off camera, just finish off the look, and then I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to show you guys the final look. And boom, did you guys expect to see that? I love this look. Today I am bringing you the turban vibes. I have never done a turban in my life, and this looks so amazing. It's giving me so much life. My vision literally came to life, and I am so happy because this is exactly how I envisioned this look, with the turban and with the glitter and with the lippy. So feels so good to be back. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and of course subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.